watched the first Spice and Wolf anime back in 2008, and I thought it was double plus good. I even went out and read the first volume of the light novel series as translated into English. By the way, that was the one with the cover controversy. Naturally, I got stuck with the bad cover, but nonetheless, I read it, and I did notice some differences between the light novel and the anime. So I figured when this 2024 anime came out, it would probably be a bit closer to the light novel series, but in terms of overall feel, it would probably be very similar to the original. Well, I think I was right for the most part, but there was one thing that did really surprise me, and that was just how hot and bothered Lawrence and Holo constantly are around each other. I would say get a room, but they kind of already do that in every town they visit. Now, when I watched the first anime, I passed off all that banter as kind of old world, kind of respectful banter that you couldn't read too much into as flirtation or romantic. That was just how men and women talked to each other back in the day before society became gender neutral. Men would compliment women on their beauty, women would compliment men on their strength or bravery or something like that, and people would just go about their day. No one called HR. That's just how people spoke to each other. It was very gendered, and it was also very flowery and grandiose. I see that when Lawrence and Holo talk to other characters as well. They speak with that kind of flowery language. But when I watched it this time around, the 2024 anime, nope, it is not just respectful banter. These two are irredeemably horny all the time. And I have to wonder, was it just toned down in the first one? Was it cranked up in the second one? Or was I just comically oblivious for the past 16 years? Probably that, but maybe I'll have to check out the old one just once to see how it actually was back then. Everything else was more or less as I expected. I would say the one other, I guess, minor change from the original is that this time around, the stories are narrated from the future by Holo to someone whose identity is totally shrouded in mystery. No way we can guess who that is, but I'm a sucker for that kind of thing, so it's not a problem at all. Otherwise, yeah, it's tales of medieval economics, and there's really nothing else like that I've ever seen in anime. It's unique, it's interesting, but that is also the one problem with this series. Sometimes you gotta slow down, you might have to pause it, take some notes, run some calculations, because otherwise you're not gonna understand what's going on. I know some people out there pretend they're fluent in medieval economics and everything's totally simple to understand, but no, it's really not. You do have to really think things out. So overall, double plus, really liked it. Hope they make more.